Now.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Memphis Egyptians. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Flushed out right, trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
On second down, Michel. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. A give. This is Michel. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Sony Michel taking it in from 7 yards away. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
58!
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. This is caught by Antonio Brown. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Tackle made there by Eric Rowe.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
That's fine. Yeah. Jumbo! Jumbo! 319! 319!
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Whoa! Let's get it. That's fine.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A give to Bell. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
319.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep left side here and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown Steelers. Antonio Brown, 36 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Following the penalty, Michel. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. On 2nd down, Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
In and out, come on, tempo. Hey, over here, over here.
Now a pitch out to Michel. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Zebra, 14. Let's go, 14. Gun. 18. Gun.
on second down. Here's Wilson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On the toss, here's Michel. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now, after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll start things on 1st with Tariq Cohen. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Allen on the punt as he gets this one away. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They begin with Michel on the ground. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On the handoff, it's Michel. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They'll run with a fullback. Juszczyk. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Zebra. Gun, 4 down. 12. Tempo. Be alert.
Play action. Now Wilson out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it? Not good, and we saw the result. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line. Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Zoom. 319.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Hey, 50, jump out! No. 158!
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Going top shot. Oh, wide open. Complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And that one results in 35 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, Rodgers. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Jermaine Kearse in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Extra point now by Boswell. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Nine seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10.
Right, ready. Let's go, 14. Zebra.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to try and go deep again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Let's go, 14.
Final play of the half, it's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So all right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. Powerful running. And here here now, the offense heading back out there. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They start the second half with Michel on the ground. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Again, it's Michel. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
19.
Now Wilson on 2nd down, escaping the pressure right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And he finds Cook. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Now it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Coming left is Michel. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Hey, tempo.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a 1st down as well. To throw is Wilson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Cordero Patterson, 25 yards for the touchdown. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know the receivers love to say, if we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start with a give to Cohen. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. Nice pickup for a first down.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Let's go, come on. Jumbo! Hurry up.
To throw is Rodgers. Looking to throw on second down. Flushed out right. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Tempo.
And it's Michel once again. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Back now in Memphis, Tennessee. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth. The offense on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing is Wilson. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. Cameron Hayward in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Okay, it was 4th down, but you still had time here in the 4th quarter. Instead, they make the decision to go for it on their own side of the field, and this ball winds up getting intercepted.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They run. This is Cohen. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The corner, Stephon Gilmore, on the stop. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Over here.
To throw on 2nd down. Rodgers over the middle here to Brown. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The quick slant, good for 8 and a 1st. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
319.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
That's fine. Yeah. Hey.
Rodgers now on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers, flush to his right, and he finds McDonald. home. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Cohen. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. First carry for James Conner. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. So a big play now as the Steelers will go for 2.
Let's go, come on.
Rodgers to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in. On them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
They'll run it here. This is James White, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game.
Don't take forever, okay? 19.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Zebra. Right. 280. 14. Gun.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. He's back to throw. He finds Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. This one left side, caught by Patterson. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Wilson now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10.
14.
He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, Week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Pittsburgh, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Somebody call for the queen.
I never get anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him to 100, like he tryna move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me up by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sis by the morning, I got on a meat, no pneumonia, the rats keep me up on the podium, I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture me, you got the picture me, Pacific ice on my ocean, ready for war like I'm Russian, ladies should never the luggage, my diamonds they tussling, my neck and my belly on, they call it for me and they, you want me like me and I look, yeah, her Rex on her, yeah, B-Rex better calm down, yeah, if you go around, come around, yeah, whole squad, yeah, squad goes on the, yeah, make some orange gel on my toes, yeah, Farrakhan glass for the chosen, yeah, you can go and get mad, jumping in the bed with 2 dark teeth, man, who's you, my shawty pulling up with a real bad, you too, dripping my swag, I never get anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him to 100, like he tryna move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me up by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sis by the morning, I got on a meat, no pneumonia, the rats keep me up on the podium, I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture.
You got a picture me. Send me calling, ready for war like Korea. Headlining shows out in Poland. You should be cleaning my mansion. My peasants disgusting. Why don't you act like a Hoffman and go get to dustin'? Yeah, latex on my. Go clean my crown. Can't hear my haters from way up here. They don't make a sound. Body goes on these. White paint on my toes. When I see that new Bay alert, gonna be mad. Jumping in the bed, then I switch to the ghost like who's you? Remember this face, cause I'm that you gon' lose too. Dripping in ice, you looking at you. It's squad goals win. Are you pretty like no?
I never get